Dear students, today we are going to learn about basic commands in AutoCAD. So let's start with our first command, units. This will be in format menu, units. Here we can change our units of drawing from inches to millimeter or any other unit you want from this. Generally we take millimeters. Then you can change the precision, that is the measuring accuracy, up to 0 only, no decimal. If you want to change the way of calculating the angle for this software, you can change it over here. By default it calculates the angle in anti-clockwise manner. You can change it to clockwise manner by clicking on this box. Then you press on OK. So commands or units applicable will be millimeter in your drawing. Our next command is limits. Again into format menu, we have one more command known as drawing limits. When we give this command on our command line, we see like this, where we are supposed to specify our lower left corner. So let me give my lower left corner as 0, 0. Then it is asking for upper right corner, and I'll be specifying my upper right corner as 297, 210. These dimensions are nothing but the dimension for A4 paper size. Now if I have to take a print on some different paper, then I'll be putting the size of that paper over here. Right now I'm giving an input for limits, as considering that I'm taking my printout on A4 size paper. Enter. Now I have given units, I have given limits, and my next command is layers. Before moving on to the command of layers, let us understand why we give limits. By giving limits, we make it easier for printing. For example, let's say I have this object 3-stage problem for a pentagonal pyramid. It is resting on one of its corners and other details as per given in the data. When I give limits, and it is easier to take a print. How it is easier? So let's go into plot, that is print. Control P is a shortcut. Plot. A dialog box will appear as like this. Look at the paper size. You can give different paper size over here. Right now let me select A4, that is 297 by 210, as we have given the limits. Then we can keep this box on, center the plot. The moment I click this, look at this over here, center the plot like this. It changes over here. Let me give command. We have 4 different commands over here: display, extends, limits and window. All of them have their own application. When I say limits, by default it selects the area of drawing. It selects the area of drawing which was given in the limits. I don't need to set anything in my printing. Fine. So center the plot will keep your object in the center. You can give the printer from this drop down menu. Let us try to give it into drawing to PDF so that you can see the preview of your drawing. Preview will look like this. Like this. It will be centered into the paper. Fine. You don't need to select any drawing area. Once you give the limits, it will be automatically going to that. Fine. Now let's move on to our next command, layers. Now command layers, again it is there in format menu, layer. Now we can create different layers over here by clicking on this icon, which will give you new layer, or by clicking right on this area will give you an option for new layer. Let's say my new layer is first is visible edges. Enter. I'm changing the color of my visible edges layer, yellow. Okay. Then over here we have different inputs like line type and line weight, where line type will help you to change the type of line, for example from continuous to center line, hidden line, like that. Line weight will give you an additional thickness to the line drawn. Let us move on to the next layer, new layer. Let me give name as hidden edges. Enter. Let me change the color of this. I'll keep it, let's say, as yellow, red. Okay. Then line type for hidden edges will be, but obvious, dash line will be there. So let me lower that line. You can select either of them, dash, space. Over here also you have dash line. Fine. So either of them you can select, whichever is applicable to your drawing. Let me select dash space. This is basically our hidden line type. Okay. Now it is appearing over here. Select that. So that will be applicable to your this layer hidden edge. If you click over here and you click OK, then again your hidden edges layer will have the same continuous line type, but you need to click it over here, then it will be applicable to your hidden edges, that is dash space over here. Now let's look at this line weight. So let's keep our line weight for continuous lines, that is our visible edges. Let's say 0.5 or 0.4. Let's say 0.5. Okay. For hidden edges, let us keep it to 0.4. Okay. Further, we can draw few more layers over here. That is for center line, which is generally applicable to axis and cutting plane. Center line. Let's keep it color as green. Okay. Now, but obvious, the type of line, center line will be long dash, short dash. So let us select that first. Let's say center line over here. Okay. It is appearing over here, but your cursor has selected this. And if I want to give my center line to this center line layer, I'll be selecting this and saying OK. Now I'll change my line weight for this. Let me keep it to 0.3. Okay. Further, you can give one more layer for projection line. But obviously, these lines are not supposed to be visible. It should be faint enough in our manual drawing. So we'll keep that color as a gray. Okay. Line type will be but obvious continuous. Okay. Line weight you can reduce as much as you can. You can keep it 0.05. Okay. Further, you can also set a different layer for your dimensions. Enter. Change the color from gray to different color. Let's say this color. Okay. Line tab will remain continuous. You can give line weight to, let's say, 0.2 millimeters. Okay. Now different layers are set up over here. Now there will be a question that why do we give layers? Let's look in the object over here. I have given different layers and different colors over here. How do I give? See, first of all, in my layer menu, I can see different layers over here. Now what is the use of this? See, if I draw a line like this, right now I have drawn this line using this layer, but I want to change the layer. I want to make this line to be of visible edge. So what I'll do, I'll just select this line and I'll make it to visible edge. It will change to continuous yellow line. Let's say I want to change it to hidden edge. So I'm just supposed to select that layer, select that line, select that layer. It will be appearing like this. Fine. So it is easier to change type of line or color of line easily, so that it is easily recognizable. Fine. Next, I have one more layer as a projection layer with the color gray, but none of the projection lines are visible over here. Why? Because I have switched off the layer. If I turn on this, switch on this, I'll be able to see this different kinds of lines over here. These are used for a projection purpose over here. So you must be knowing this: true shape, projection, read projection. So this object comes from projection from this end and projection from this end. So you can switch off or switch on any of the layer as per your requirement. This is the use of this different kinds of layers. Again, dimension line I have given. If I switch off the dimension line, it will be disappearing from this. Fine. And these dimensions are still there because I have drawn these dimensions or given these dimensions using projection layer. If I switch off this, that will also get disappeared. Fine. Now let me keep this on because these are the basic dimensions which should be there on my drawing. So I have given using dimension line. So this is the basic use of your layers. Our next command is rectangle. So let's move on to our basic drawing. So we have given the commands like unit, limit, different layers. Now let's go to the rectangle command. It is available in draw menu, rectangle. Now what it is asking for? It is asking for specify first corner point. So generally we just need to give two inputs to the software to draw a rectangle. That will be a lower left corner and upper right corner. So my first corner point will be over here, 0, 0. That will be the starting point of my limit if you remember. And enter. It will be asking for other corner point. This will be my same input as I had given for limits, that is 297, 210. Now rectangle is drawn. You might be feeling that why it is not visible. It is very simple. You need to zoom out this. So zoom, view menu, zoom. You can either give extents like this. Now you can scroll your mouse so that it will be zoom in, zoom out, or you can have even zoom all also. That command also works for this, like this. Fine. Now why do we have drawn this rectangle with the same inputs as the limits? So if you draw anything outside this rectangle, you can draw over here, but if you draw anything outside of this rectangle and giving the command of limits in the print menu, it will not be appearing into your printing. For example, let's look over here. Let's say I have drawn this and let me draw one line outside this. Let's say like this. Using visible edges, I have drawn it. Now let me go into the print menu. If I say limits, center the plot, drawing to PDF and say preview, I'm not able to see that line. Fine. Though the line is there, I'm not able to see this. Fine. Let's say give different command to this, different option. Let's say window. Window will give me an option to select the space which I want to print. For example, like this. Now let's have a preview to this. Now it is visible. So this is the difference between your limits and different commands. If you say display, so display will print whatever is visible on your print at that moment. Fine. So it is preview like this. A big screen was there and in the center something it was there. Fine. So these are the different commands in prints that we can understand over here. And limit is the best option. So why do we have given the limit? You must have understood. And after giving the limits, with the same inputs, we have drawn the rectangle. I hope you must have understood the reason behind drawing the rectangle, so that you will come to know that this should be my drawing area.